For tea week. Can you
For
show them how to
tea
make a tea? A tea. Good job. Okay, let's start with our, oh, do you know how to say tortilla in Hindi?
Uh-huh.
Roti.
Roti.
Roti, that's right. Okay, let's start with our ingredient list. Do you want to show everybody your Indian outfit, Quinny?
Look.
Ooh, so fancy. Okay, let's start with our ingredients list. Quinny, do you see any teas on our ingredient list?
Mm-hmm.
There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Good job. Okay, the first thing you guys need is 2 cups of flour. We have our 2 cups of flour right here. Yep.
Mama.
And then you need 1 tablespoon of oil. We have our 1 tablespoon of oil right there.
Yeah, but
See?
Mama.
And then you need 1 teaspoon of salt. There's our salt right there. And you need 1.5 cups of water. There's our 1.5 cups of water. First thing we're gonna do is put our salt in our flour. Go ahead. Good. And then we're gonna stir it up. Stir it up with your hands. Quinn, did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
Good job. Stir it all up. Make sure you get that salt mixed in there really well. Stir, 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 stir. Is it all stirred in?
Yeah.
Okay, now take your hand out gently. Okay, put your hands on top of the bowl like this. You're gonna turn your hand over, turn your hand over. Mommy's gonna sprinkle a tiny bit of the oil on your hands first. It's a tiny bit. Rub your hands together so the flour doesn't stick to you. Good job. Okay, now I'm gonna slowly start pouring the water in. Okay, ready? Now you're gonna start mixing in the flour. It's gonna get messy. Okay, Mommy's gonna pour it in. You mix it. You mix up the flour. Go ahead, start mixing it. Just like we do when we make Play-Doh. There you go. Mix it all up. Mix, 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 mix.
This is messy, baby.
It's very messy, isn't it? Mix it all up. Blend really, really well. Guys, you may have to add more oil or flour or water as needed, but you want your dough to not be sticky and pretty pliable like this, okay? Okay, to make our tortillas, the very first thing you want to do is you want to sprinkle some flour on your counter that you're working with so the flour doesn't stick to the counter. And then we're going to take a little bit of flour, just a small handful like this, and we're gonna roll it. Oh, I forgot to mention, you wanna put some oil on your hands too, just a tiny bit. Show them your hands in the camera, Quinny. See, Quinny's got some oil we already rubbed on, just so the flour doesn't stick to your hands. We're gonna roll it till we get a nice ball. See, nice little ball. Do you know what this is called in Hindi? It's called a peda. Can you say peda?
A peda.
I don't know what this is called in English, but you're gonna roll it, and then you're gonna have a little container full of flour right here. This is dried flour, see?
Yep.
You're gonna take your little ball, and you're gonna press down on one side, flip it over, press down on the other side, so you get like a little mini pancake like that. And then you can just shape it out with your hands like this,
And then you can play
to
with
make
it.
it a circle. Well, we're making tortillas. Then you're gonna put it on your counter, and you're gonna take your rolling pin and roll it out.
But
Here
I
you go,
want to
Quinn.
get my own piece.
Yeah, here you go, Quinn.
No,
Do this part. Yeah, you can make a peda too. Roll this one out, because kids sometimes will need help making the, oh, not too hard, remember, just soft. If you do it too hard, then the flour rolls up. Good, and then we're gonna flip it like this and roll it that way. There you go, not too hard, not too soft. You can keep rolling it. See, this side is thicker. You wanna roll it out so it's nice and even.
Yeah.
And it's okay if it's not a perfect circle. Do you want me to finish rolling it out? Okay, moms and dads, you can help your kids roll them out if they can't do it. Wonderful, good job, when you dip it in there. And you wanna roll it until it's the thickness that you prefer. And it's okay if it's not a perfect circle, because that takes a lot of practice.
Uh-huh.
Good job. That's, you know what? That's really good. But there's a lot of flour on here and it might make your tortilla dry. So let's just dust some of that off. There you go. Tap it gently. Tap it. Okay, now roll it out. Good rolling. Look at you. Working hard. Look at that, Quinny. That looks really good.
Now other side.
Yep, flip it over. Excellent work. You're a good chef, Quinny. Are you going to be a chef someday?
Yeah, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Well, look at that. Looks really thick. See how thick that is?
Yeah, it's okay.
That's okay. You want yours that thick? Okay, well then let's go over to the stove and cook them now.
We're making tortillas for eating for daily like this.
That's right. Okay, so guys, here we have our tortillas ready to be cooked. Look at that. They look beautiful. They're not perfect circles, but that's okay. So what you want to cook them on is if you have a cast iron skillet, a flat one, that's the best thing to cook them on. But if you don't, that's okay because you can just use a frying pan. It works just as well. You want to make sure your skillet is nice and hot and ready for a tortilla. You can see there's steam coming off of our skillet, so it's hot and ready. Now, Mom and Dad are going to have to help you with this part. So I'm going to take the tortilla that Quinny made. Quinny, this was your tortilla that you made? I'm going to pick it up, and we're going to gently, no, don't touch it. We're going to gently put it on here.
I want to do it.
Yes, but Quinny, this is really hot. So you can help me in the next part, okay? Okay, guys, you see how the tortilla is bubbling up on one side? Once it starts bubbling up like that, you want to flip it over and cook this side now.
Okay.
Now you can flip it over with the spatula, or I just do that very carefully, and I turn it over, and we're gonna watch it rise. See how it's bubbling up on the sides? You want to take your cloth that you had, when it starts to bubble, you just want to gently press it and turn. Press and turn. Quinny, you want to press and turn it?
No.
Come look, it's bubbling up. Press and turn. Do you want to do it? Look at Mommy. Press, look at how it's bubbling. You see the bubble, Quinn? You want to press and turn?
No, I want to do it. How do you do this thing?
Your tortilla is nicely cooked on both sides. You can add some butter. Go ahead, Quinny. Add the butter on your tortilla. Nice. And you don't have to add butter. It's only if you want to. That's optional.
I like that butter.
Here's our end product. Take a bite of your tortilla you made.
Mmm.
How is it?
Good.
Is it delicious? Is it crunchy? Is
That's
it-
crunchy for me.
is it-
Butter.
Is it soft and crunchy?
And buttery delicious.
And buttery delicious. Okay, what do you want to say to your friends? Do you want them to try making tortillas at home?
Try me shoes at home, but don't do the cookie part. I have to do the cookie part.
Okay, you want to say bye?
Bye, Mama.
Bye, Quinny.